the same stuff.
Maybe so. He still has to log back in. He was complaining. There's no question. There's no question. Let's look at his panel.
Kind of small.
It is. When you look at this, man, he's got all this floor space over here. We need to switch around from Mark over here.
Now it's on.
Oh, you know what? You're Ward 5. It's on.
You notice there's a little light next to it?
Oh,
That's
okay.
on.
Now it's on. It wasn't a minute ago.
Test it.
Now it's on.
Yeah, you're that green monster.
The green monster.
Yes, I sure do. That's okay. I took them all.
Thank you so much.
Do you need a pencil?
Madam Clerk, I have 2 o'clock.
Okay, you have one.
I noticed that. It is 2 o'clock. We have a quorum, so I would like to call to order the November 24th meeting of the Oklahoma City Water Utilities Trust. The first item on the agenda is approval of the minutes. Are there any comments or a motion?
Move approval of the minutes.
We have a motion. Do we have a second? Second? Excellent. Please record your vote. And the vote passed 4-0. The next item on the agenda, item 3, is the consent docket. There are 11 items. We could take a motion on the whole, or we could pull any items and discuss them. What's the trust's pleasure?
Would it be possible to discuss item 3B? And-
Yes.
And just, I'd like some explanation on archaeological site, please.
All right. Item 3B, Mr. Browning.
Is there, Councilman, we have a segment of the Atoka pipeline under design that is immediately north of Lake Atoka. And during some of the test excavations, we found a large archaeological site that would have cost over $1 million and taken over a year to satisfy the archaeological requirements for that site. So we are redesigning the new 72-inch water main around that site. And in doing that, we have to cross the existing 60-inch water main twice. And so this money is for that extra design. Yes, sir.
Very good. Are there any other questions on the consent docket? Hearing none, is there a motion for approval? Moved by Councilman Stonecipher, seconded by City Manager Freeman. Please record your vote. And it passes 4-0. The next item on the agenda is the concurrence docket. There's one item. Are there any questions or comments regarding that item? Is there a motion? Motion by Councilman Stonecipher, a second by Craig Freeman. Please record your vote. And it passes 4-0. Item 5 is an emergency contract. It will require 4 affirmative votes for approval. It has to do with the Witcher Pump Station force main. Are there any questions regarding the emergency? Anything you want to highlight about that, Mr. Browning?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. That particular job is to repair leaks in both the 42 and the 36-inch force main that leave the pump station to pump sewage to the North Canadian wastewater plant. We found those leaks just recently, and they are in close proximity to homes. And so I declared an emergency to repair those 2 leaks in the interest of public health and public safety. So this item would ratify my actions as an emergency.
Do we need two motions on that or just one?
One.
I'd move the item with the emergency.
All right. In a second? We have a motion and a second. All in favor, or please vote. And it passes 4-0. There are no listed items for individual consideration. Are there any items from the trustees under item number 7? Seeing none. General manager reports.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. This month's pro forma indicates that our water and wastewater revenues are as expected. Keep in mind, we adjusted this year's budget knowing that we would have significant arrears because we're no longer disconnecting water for non-payment. So we are as expected year to date, and our expenses are as expected year to date as well. I'd like to give you an update on the arrears. Currently, we are approaching 16,000 customers for a total amount of $8.6 million, of which about $6 million is water and sewer arrears. We are working with our CARES consultant. They have given us a spreadsheet of about 3,300 customers that we are aligning with these arrears accounts, and hopefully we can transition some of the CARES money to reconcile some of the arrears payments. With that, I have nothing further. Mr. Chairman, I'd be happy to answer questions.
Any questions for Mr. Browning?
Quick question. You said with the arrears, you used a word. What was the word you used?
I'm sorry?
What word did
The
you?
arrears?
The arrears?
You had a project going on to reconcile, or?
Yes, sir. With our CARES consultant, the city's CARES consultant.
Does the definition of reconcile include helping those people pay off their arrears, or?
Yes, sir. That's exactly what
We
it,
sat through a meeting this morning that got a little bit heated over arrears and the injustice of the arrears to society in general, and I just wanted to know where we stood.
yes, sir. We have identified a number of customers so far that we can offer assistance, we being the city through the CARES funding, to pay off their outstanding balance. And we're diligently working with them to do that.
But there is a limit to how much of this outstanding balance we can pay off for them.
Yes, sir. And most of these are residential customers with a balance. I think the average balance is just over $1,000.
Thank you.
Thank you. Any other questions for Mr. Browning? Do we have any citizens signed up to speak? Seeing none, I believe there's no other business. We are adjourned. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you.